Gray wolf versus cougar. Who would win in a fight? Welcome to another edition of Animal Fight Club. Today we've got a truly epic battle for you. A face-off between two of North America's apex predators. It's the gray wolf versus the cougar, mano a mano, claw to claw, fang to fang. Who will emerge victorious? Stick around and find out. But first, let's meet our contestants. In one corner, we have the gray wolf, also known as the timber wolf. This cunning pack hunter has been feared and revered by humans for centuries. Once nearly driven to extinction, the wolf has made a remarkable comeback and proven why it deserves respect as a top dog in the animal kingdom. And in the other corner, we have the cougar, also called the mountain lion, puma, or panther. This solitary stalker is the ninja of the Americas, silently ambushing its prey with incredible stealth and athleticism. Cougars may be more elusive than wolves, but they are equally deadly. So here's the question. If you took away the wolf's pack and made it a one-on-one fight, which of these magnificent carnivores would have the edge? Let's break it down and find out. It's time for the ultimate predator showdown. First up, the gray wolf. Adult males typically weigh 70 to 145 pounds, while the slightly smaller females average 50 to 120 pounds. From nose to tail, wolves measure 4.5 to 6.5 feet long. At the shoulder, they stand 26 to 32 inches tall. Wolves are built for stamina. Their long legs, lean muscles, and sleek frame allow them to tirelessly lope over great distances in pursuit of prey. They can sprint at 35 to 40 miles per hour in short bursts, but it's their dogged endurance that makes them deadly hunters. Found throughout much of the northern hemisphere, gray wolves inhabit a wide range of habitats including tundra, forests, grasslands, and even deserts. These highly adaptable animals live in nuclear families called packs, with a dominant breeding pair supported by subordinate relatives and offspring. Cooperation is key to the wolf's hunting success. Zooming in on the wolf's weapons, we see an arsenal honed by evolution. Large skull, powerful jaws, 42 teeth specialized for ripping and crushing flesh and bone. The wolf's bite force measures an impressive 400 pounds per square inch. Not the strongest in the animal kingdom, but still bone-shattering. While the wolf's dental daggers do the dirty work, it's the canine's whole head and neck that powers the bite. Strong jaw muscles and a wide gape allow the wolf to bite deeply into its victim's flesh. The neck and shoulders generate the pulling force to drag down and disembowel large prey. Of course, a wolf also comes equipped with non-retractable claws on its big, thickly padded feet. While not as specialized as a big cat's claws, the wolf's nails still serve for gaining traction and inflicting slashing wounds during a fight. Now let's size up the cougar. Adult males weigh 115 to 220 pounds, while females range from 64 to 141 pounds. From head to rump, cougars measure 3.6 to 4.6 feet, with a rope-like tail adding another 23 to 33 inches. At the shoulder, they stand 23 to 28 inches tall. The cougar has a lean, muscular build suited for ambush hunting. Its hind legs are longer and more heavily muscled than its forelegs, providing explosive acceleration and a powerful pouncing ability. The cougar's top sprinting speed is 40 to 50 miles per hour. Cougars are also extremely athletic and agile. They are excellent climbers, can leap up to 18 feet vertically and 40 feet horizontally, and are strong swimmers. These physical gifts allow them to tackle a wide variety of prey across diverse habitats. Found across the Americas from Canada to Argentina, cougars thrive in mountainous areas, forests, grasslands, and swamps. They are territorial, solitary hunters, only coming together to mate. Each cougar commands a large home range and leaves scratches and pungent urine to mark its turf. When it comes to weaponry, the cougar's most famous feature is its claws. Unlike the wolf's nails, the cougar's curved, razor-sharp claws are retractable. This allows them to remain sharp by being sheathed while walking, then extended for gaining traction and inflicting deep, lacerating wounds. The cougar's claws are its first line of attack, but its bite is equally fearsome. Cougars have 30 teeth, including 4 long canines and shearing carnassial teeth that can slice through hide and meat. The cougar's bite force is a bone-crushing 350 psi. While not as specialized for biting as the wolf, the cougar's muscular jaws and skull are nothing to scoff at. Its stalk and ambush hunting style also means its bites are well targeted for a quick kill, going for the neck and base of the skull to sever the spinal cord or suffocate the victim. Hunting styles. So now that we know the stats and features of our fighters, let's look at how they typically hunt and kill. The gray wolf is the quintessential pack hunter. A wolf pack is like a well-oiled machine, with each member having a specific role. The alpha breeding pair leads the hunt, choosing vulnerable prey and coordinating the chase. Younger wolves serve as the pack's speed demons, running down and harassing the victim. Older pack members lend their wisdom and experience. Contrary to common belief, wolves don't just mindlessly chase their prey to exhaustion. They often employ sophisticated techniques like fanning out to block escape routes or baiting prey into an ambush. Wolves are extremely intelligent and able to adapt their tactics on the fly. Once the prey is caught, the pack surrounds it and focuses their attack on the rump, flank, and shoulder. They latch on with their vice-like jaws and rip out chunks of flesh to weaken the victim through blood loss and shock. Disembowelment is common. The final kill is made with a crushing bite to the throat, cutting off airflow. The entire pack then shares in the hard-earned meal. In contrast, the cougar is the ultimate lone assassin. It relies on stealth, camouflage, and patience to get within striking range of its prey. When hunting, a cougar almost seems to melt into its surroundings, its tawny coat and fluid movements rendering it nearly invisible. The cougar carefully judges factors like wind direction, cover, and accessibility before choosing the optimal attack path. It creeps within 15 to 30 feet of its quarry, bunches its hindquarters, and launches into an explosive attack run. In a flash of claws and fury, the cougar slams into its victim, knocking it off balance and preventing escape. Upon impact, the cougar sinks its claws into the prey's flanks for grip and bites down on the neck vertebrae to sever the spinal cord for a quick kill. If the neck is inaccessible, it uses its crushing jaws to clamp the muzzle and throat to suffocate the prey. With incredible strength, the cougar hauls the carcass to a secluded spot to feed. The cougar's hunting style is supremely efficient for its solitary lifestyle. There is no pack to share with, so its kills must be fast, clean, and as risk-free as possible. An injured cougar has no one to provide for it, so it can't afford to get hurt and lose precious hunting days. Battle advantages. When we look at their fighting characteristics side by side, the wolf and cougar both bring unique advantages to the hypothetical ring. Let's stack them up. In terms of size, the gray wolf and cougar are actually quite evenly matched, especially when comparing male wolves to female cougars, which overlap in weight. Neither animal has an overwhelming size advantage that would automatically hand it the win. However, the wolf likely has a strength edge, particularly in its jaws and neck. Wolves have a stronger bite force, generating 400 psi compared to the cougar's 350 psi. The wolf's head and neck are also more heavily muscled and able to pull and twist with great power. In a grappling match, the wolf's robust front end gives it an advantage. That said, the cougar's superior athleticism and agility may allow it to outmaneuver the wolf in close combat. The cougar's flexible spine, muscular hind legs, and long tail make it extremely acrobatic. It can twist, leap, and contort its body in tight spaces with greater ease than the wolf. The cougar's retractable claws are also arguably a better close-quarters weapon than the wolf's fixed nails. The curved, hooked shape and ultra-sharp points of the cougar's claws make them specialized grappling tools for latching on and inflicting deep, painful wounds that could potentially fend off a wolf. In terms of fighting style, the wolf may actually be handicapped by its pack hunting specialization. Wolves rarely fight alone and lack experience in solo combat. Their usual killing method of mobbing, crippling bites, and drawn-out bleeding would be difficult to implement against an equally sized foe. The cougar, on the other hand, is built for quick, precise, and vicious one-on-one combat. It routinely kills prey much larger than itself and is practiced at ending fights as rapidly and efficiently as possible. The cougar's killing bite to the spine or throat could end a wolf with one well-placed chomp. Still, the wolf's legendary endurance and toughness can't be counted out. Wolves are known to survive grievous injuries and continue fighting with incredible tenacity. Even lone wolves have fended off attacks by multiple coyotes, dogs, and even bears. A wolf's never-quit attitude makes it extremely hard to beat. The cougar's ambush hunting style also means it lacks a wolf's head-on fighting experience. Cougars strive to avoid direct combat at all costs, as even a minor injury could spell death for a solo hunter. If forced into a face-to-face brawl with a wolf, a cougar's usual tactic of leaping on an unsuspecting victim's back wouldn't work. The verdict. So who takes the crown in this battle of apex predators? It's an incredibly close call, as both the gray wolf and cougar are remarkably well-adapted killing machines. In a fair fight with no surprise ambush, it would likely be a long, bloody back-and-forth affair with no clear winner. However, after weighing all the factors, I believe the cougar has a slight edge. The cougar's combination of explosive athleticism, powerful claws, and lethally precise bite gives it more paths to victory than the wolf. Its ability to grapple with its claws, then end the fight with a targeted bite to the head or neck is extremely efficient. The wolf's pack-based fighting style simply isn't as well suited for a one-on-one deathmatch. That said, this would by no means be an easy fight for the cougar. The wolf's granite-like toughness, bone-crushing jaws, and indomitable spirit mean it would always have a puncher's chance. Even when facing a more technically skilled opponent, a wolf would not go down without inflicting serious damage. But at the end of the day, I give the cougar the slightest of nods in this matchup. A battle-scarred and weary cougar limps away from the arena, leaving behind a mangled but unbroken wolf corpse. There is no glory in this victory, only the grim satisfaction of survival for another day. Of course, this is all just speculation. In the real world, wolves and cougars rarely cross paths and almost never fight. They inhabit different niches and would much prefer to avoid conflict. The true struggle is not cat against dog, but predator against a world where wild places are vanishing and prey grows scarce. Perhaps the fairest fight is one that never has to happen, where both wolf and cougar thrive in a balanced ecosystem with plentiful game and habitat. In that scenario, everybody wins. Except maybe the deer and elk. But that's a story for another day. Until next time, if you enjoyed this wild showdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more untamed content. Let us know in the comments who you think would win this Clash of Titans and what matchup you want to see next. Stay fierce.